Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Khalil, the host of Khalil Sports Sport Live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County. Here today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you guys about the fact that Claressa T-Rex Shields is a unified, undisputed champ in two divisions, by the way. I'll get you guys to that for sure. And she's going to be prepping up for a PFL debut, by the way. So that's surprising news right there. I'll talk with you guys about the fact that Les Miles is on administrative leave, by the way, because the allegations against him of inappropriate behavior towards female students at LSU back in 2013. Von, by the way, did an investigation for his conduct, and that's all there's you need to know on that. Wyatt Teller carries a 200-pound gator with his bare hands in Central Florida. Don Mitchell and Rudy Gobert fined and complained about the fined for officiating and criticizing officials. There's going to be in-person hearing for the hit on Brandon Carlo, by the way. Jing Odorizzi and the Astros reached a 2-year offer, by the way. The player options, that's all there is to have for today, everybody, on that. Mark Pavelich, who's a Miracle on Ice member of the 1980 Olympic hockey teams deceased at a Minnesota treatment facility. So that's all there is you need to know on that during that time. First things first, I'm going to start things out. And also, UFC 259 is tonight, everybody. Where you'll see the style banner is Adesanya taking on Jan Blachowicz. You will see Petr Yan take on Aljamain Sterling, and Amanda Nunes will be taking on Megan Anderson. 3 title fights. So that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. First things first, everybody, and The Rock is something at a war, so that's pretty good right there. First things first, everybody, I'm starting to start with the fact that Claressa T-Rex Shields, she took out Marie-Eve Dicaire, by the way. She and 2-division champ, by the way, everybody. Yes, Claressa T-Rex, she's a 2-division undisputed unified champ. She retained her WBC WBO junior middleweight titles, and she also got she claimed the IBF and WBA titles as well, after she took out Marie-Eve Dicaire, by the way. And this is the best, and she was the first female to ever do it, by the way, everybody. To win titles of both divisions, and that's the best things ever yet. I mean, it is Women's History Month. I could tell you that. I mean, March is Women's History Month, by the way, but we saw history making last night where Claressa T-Rex Shields, she walks down as a unified champ. Congrats to her. Big congrats to her on that. And she may probably get a match against Savannah Marshall, or probably get a match against Katie Taylor, which is the match that she's been begging for all week. I'll tell you that. And now she is getting prepping up for PFL, by the way. So she's going to be training for PFL, by the way, and this is a really big thing for her. I'm wishing her the best. Wishing her the best. So that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So she'll be prepping up for her birthday's coming up, and the fact that she'll be training for a PFL debut, which is a big surprise right there. And it would be surprised if she took on what's her name Hades' son, by the way. So it'll be really surprising news. I can tell you that. And to be honest, I gotta say that it will change history. So that was history making what you saw last night. So that was the best news yet there, and that's all there is to you to know on that. So congrats to Claressa T-Rex Shields walking out as a unified, undisputed 2-division champion. Best on that. Best news yet there is. So that's all there is I gotta say, everybody, on that. Also, some other news I want to point out, by the way, that Les Miles, he has now been on administrative leave prior to the allegations that were against some inappropriate behavior towards female students, and back in 2013, inappropriate behavior towards female students back in 2013, where he was released from that back at LSU. So Kansas, they're going to review that, and they're going to decide what Les Miles' fate's going to be. I'll tell you that much. And not only that, though, they could, however, remove from the premises, and Well, not only that, they may as well just ban him for life. I can tell you that. So if it ensues, and that is all. That is pretty much all I got to say on that. So that's all there is for it, everybody. And yeah. So that right there is gonna say it all. And yeah. That's all there is. So honestly, he is done for. I could tell you that. So his career is definitely coaching career is definitely over. That's all there is to it. You need to know on that. And honestly, that's it for him. So he's done for. He had to face the music himself. That's all there is to it. You need to know. So Les Miles, he has now been released prior to him being investigated for immature, inappropriate behavior towards female students back at LSU back in 2013. By the way, Kansas got him released, and Kansas and LSU and Kansas are aware of the incident that revolves around the allegations revolving around Les Miles, by the way, of immature behavior, and that's all there is to you knowing that. But there wasn't. But the reports say he didn't have any sexual behavior, no contact towards them. So that's all there is to it. There is you need to know that, and there could be charges again. There could be charges against Les Miles from this incident, and that's very known that's going to sue or not. So that's all there is to it. You need to know, everybody. So big surprise there to say they released on that. So that's all there is to it. Also, some other news that I want to sort of get into. By the way, that Luca Garza, Kay Cunningham, Charles Bassey, Jared Butler, Kofi Cockburn, Hunter Dickinson, Ayo, Dosumo, Colin Gillespie, Tracy Jackson, Davis, Corey Kispert, EJ Liddell, Evan Mobley, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Jalen Suggs, and Drew Tim. They're the finalists for the 2021 Wooden Award. So that is interesting news. I can tell you that much. And yeah, pretty much all there is to you know. So Luke Garza is playing like an MVP. I can tell you that, and Kay Cunningham who's out with an injury, so he'll miss out on that. But that's all there is to you need to know, everybody. So those are the 15 finalists for the Wooden Award and that men's basketball Wooden Award, and that's all there is. So that's the best news yet there. Other news, by the way, Caps Tom Wilson gets an in-person hearing for his hit against Brandon Carlos. So really not looking good there for him. He may get suspended for those games. That's all there is to you need to know on that. Others I want to get into that Jake Odorizzi and the Astros, they reached a 2-year offer, and that has a player option by the way as well. So that's all there is to it. So that's just it there. Others I want to point out, Wyatt Teller, he in Central Florida. That right there, oh my goodness. That's beast. I've never seen anyone carry a gator like that. Like, holy crap. That's probably the first time I've seen that. Like, really. It's pretty insane, by the way. You can check that out. So, honestly, I don't know what to think of it, but that gator attacked him. Oh, man, that would have been it. So, he's okay. He's against spirits now. He carried the gator. He shunned the gator and carried it. So, that's all there's to you know that. Also, by the way, Lance and Tiger Woods' car accident. He was unconscious after the car crash and regained consciousness as well. A local man told the officials that he was unconscious, by the way. So honestly, Tiger Woods as of right now is a good spirits as of right now. He's in the recovery mode in the LA hospital. So that's all there is to you need to know on that, everybody. So I hope Tiger Woods is doing okay. Hopefully he's doing well, and that's all I can say on that. So he may come back to golf, by the way, but it may ensue. It's gonna be a long road ahead of him. I can tell you that, especially from that car crash that he was in. So Tiger Woods' golf career could be in jeopardy. Not only that, he may have to retire. So that's all there is to you know on that, everybody. And yeah, no surprises right there, everybody. No surprise there. Also, some other news that Von Miller won't be facing any charge, by the way, in Colorado. after him being investigated for conduct, and there's very know what the charges even were, and that's all there is to it. You need to know that, everybody. So Von Mill will not be facing charges at all. So that's all there is, and probably the investigation. That's all there is. So that's all. And he's off the hook for now. So that's all there is. Also, another news that this past week, Donovan Mitchell was fined $25K for criticizing officials, by the way, and also after his conduct when he walked out of the court, by the way. And Rudy Gobert, he was fined $20K as well, criticizing officials, by the way, and the fact that they say the fact that Don Mitchell and Rudy Gobert said that the officials robbed them of the victory though this past week, and they didn't sit too well with them. That was the game victory against the Sixers. That was the loss against the Sixers. So that's all there is to it. You know, that's all there is to it. No. Other news I want to sort of dive into, by the way, that The Rock accepted the HCA's Trailblazer Award on behalf of his late great dad, his Rocky Johnson. So he got emotional too, by the way. So he was but that's all there is to it. He's doing that, everybody. So he accepted the award by a Zoom call, and it's just something a lot of people are gonna remember for quite a while though. So Rocky Johnson had 75, by the way. So that was The Rock's dad. So that's all there is to it. You need to know on that, and it's a big moment though. So that's all there is to it. You need to know. Also, some other news that Mark Pavelich who was a Miracle on Ice member of the Olympic of the 80s of the 1980 Olympic hockey team, has been deceased at 63 after he was found deceased at a Minnesota treatment facility, by the way, and he had to be treated for mental health issues, by the way. So thoughts breaks out to his family members, all his fans, all his viewers, all subscribers to this horrific incident, of this horrific death toll of Mark Pavelich. To his family members, to his fans, his viewers, subscribers to this horrific death toll. So that's all there is to you knowing that. He was 63 at the time. Just use that to rest in peace, Mark Pavelich, and please be sure you do so on that, everybody. And that's all there is to you to know. So really awful news there. Also, some others I want to point out, by the way. It is Oreo Day, everybody. So happy Oreo Day, guys, and enjoy what you can. Oreo cookies, Oreo anything you want, Oreo shakes, anything like that. So any kind of mint Oreo, anything like that. Always have birthdays out to Samurai Showdowns, Mina Mashikana, and Jubei Yagyu of Samurai Showdown, Angel of King of Fighters. You got Belikin of Guilty Gear, DL Hughley, Shaq, Connie Bretton, Beanie Siegel, Bubba Sparks, Tyler the Creator. You got Megan, Barton, Hanson. You got what's her name? Belle Hassan, Tim Howard, and Ashley Canetti. So send your birthday wishes, better shows up, but tweets everybody. That's all you gotta do, everybody. That's all there is to it. You know. So that's all the best news there is. Also, some others I want to get into, by the way, that tonight is gonna be UFC 259, where you'll see the style bender himself, Israel Adesanya, take on Jan Blachowicz. Everybody for the light heavyweight title. You will see Petr Yan take on Aljamain Sterling, by the way, for the bantamweight title. And you will also see Amanda Nunes take on Megan for the UFC Women's Featherweight title. There's 3 title fights, by the way, guys. Four titles, three title matches, everybody. So honestly, that's all there is to it. You need to know on that, everybody. And they're all gonna happen. So that's all there is to it. You need to know. And I got the style bender. It's just Adesanya. He's style bender. He's got a 20-0 record, undefeated, and that's all there is to it. You need to know. Amanda Nunes, she's looking pretty good. So she's done pretty well for herself, and that's all there is to it. You need to know on that. I got Amanda Nunes, by the way. That's all I got. Petr Yan, I think I may have him. So Or Aljamain Sterling, by the way. That's all there is. So that's all there is to you to know on that. So UFC 259 is tonight, guys. Check that out. And yeah, enjoy it. So that's all there's to you need to know. That's the message. That's tonight live on pay-per-view, everybody. So check that out, guys. All things must see, must watch. Also, this past Thursday, you saw Kaylee Ray retain her NXT UK Women's title against the final boss legend herself, Miko Satomura. That was an incredible match. I'll tell you, that's a really good match. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was part of Women's History Month. History was in the making right there. It's a legend. That was history in the making. It's what it was. That's all there is to you to know, everybody. So yep, best is yet there. Yep. Does say it all. So that's all there's to you to know that, everybody. That's all there's. Also, tomorrow night will be AW Evolution, and the All-Star game is tomorrow night, guys. So check that out, guys. All things must see, must watch. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's the best experience yet. All there's to it you need to know, and that's all there is to it. So you guys say tonight. So that's all there's to it. Well, that's just that we'll do right there for the Khalil Level Sports Board. Please be sure to subscribe to the Khalil Level Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure you send me your comments to T-Rex, your thoughts on Claressa, T-Rex Shields. By the way, being a 2-division undisputed champ, by the way, what are your thoughts about that? Let me know in the comments about that. She's going to be training for her P, by the way. A couple months from now, that's all there's to you to know on that. That's the best news yet there. And she's done a lot to get where she's at. So, best news yet there. Trailblazer. Wait, that's in the Rocket Southern, the HCA's Trailblazer Award. Thoughts about that. So, congrats to him on that. That's all there's to you need to know. We got big when you got Israel Adesanya, you got Amanda Nunes or Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling. So, don't forget, guys, UFC tonight, everybody. Check that out. Like I was wondering. With us, Lucas Garza, Kate Cunningham, Charles Bassett, Jared Butler, and Kofi Cockburn, Hunter Dickinson, A.O. Samu, Colin Gillespie, and among one of the 15 finalists for the Wooden Award. We talked about that. I'll just make sure. Everybody with us, Von Mill not facing any charge, by the way. After being investigated for conduct, we talked about that. Yeah, that's on Jake Odorizzi and the Astros agreeing, reaching a 2-year offer. And that comes with the player option. We talked about that, everybody. I'll just make sure, everybody. That's all there's to you knowing that. Yeah, that's Les Miles being placed on administrative leave, by the way, stemming from him being accused of inappropriate behavior towards female students back at LSU back in 2013. And Kansas is looking into reviewing that and figuring out what Les Miles' fate is going to be. So with us on Kaylee Ray retaining her NXT UK Women's title, by the way, against Miko Satomura. Best match there is, and that's all there's to you doing that, and that's all there is to you doing that. With us, so Wyatt Teller carrying a 200-pound gator with his bare hands. So what do you thought about that, everybody? I'll adjust my shirt. That's all there is to it for that. With Tiger Woodson being conscious after the car crash, since the affidavit that he is or conscious. So what do you thought about that, everybody? And that's all there's to it. You know that he's still recovering. Sent those praise out to him, his family members, and his fans. Wish us to recover, everybody. Please be sure to do so on that. That's Tom Wilson, by the way, doing an in-person hearing for his hit on Brandon Carlo. Thoughts about that, everybody? Just thoughts about that. That's Mark Pavelich. Oh, sorry. Saying thoughts praise out to Mark Pavelich fan members and his fans and the horrific loss of Mark Pavelich. Everybody. So he was 63 at the time. He was deceased at a Minnesota treatment facility, and that's all there is to you doing that, and that's all there's to you to know. And yeah, that's just it all right there. So this is Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert being fined for criticizing officials after they felt like they were robbed from their victory against the Sixers. Sixers did win that game, by the way, but the Jazz lost that game, so it's officially. So we thought about that. So your brother wishes out to Mina Mashikina and Jubei Yankov Samurai Showdown, Angel of King of Fighters, Bella Ken of Guilty Gear, D.L. Hughley, Shaq, Bubba Sparks, Beanie Siegel, Tyler the Creator, Megan Barton Hansen, Belle Hassan, Tim Howard, and Ashley Canetti. So say your birthday wish, your birthday tweets, and that's all you got to do about it. That's all you just do, that. Don't forget the AW Revolution is tomorrow night, live pay-per-view. Don't forget the NBA All-Star Game is tomorrow night as well. That's all there's to you doing that. That's all there's to you doing that. I'll have more breaking news, times live updates, so a whole lot more in the Khalil sports, everything sports, everything there is you need to know. That's all I got to say, everybody. Take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with that. Bye-bye.